Okay, we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
And now we have the female's perspective on
Yes.
whether men and women can be friends.
Is it true? We are back, Woman to Woman podcast, and we are continuing this conversation with our good friends, Myra, Sansarrae. They are Fashion's Foundation. Y'all look them up. Look these women up because they have been in fashion for decades. They know what it is going to be, where it's going. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Right now, what we're talking about is, can men and women be friends? And what does friendship look like now versus when we were young?
Absolutely. Who's going to start? You
Come
start?
on.
Love it. You know, okay, let me just jump on in.
Yeah, jump in.
Okay, so I'm going to say right off, I believe that women are more likely to be able to be friends
Come on.
than men. And I say that because from my own perspective, when I meet someone or I met someone, I'm married now, but even when I met my husband, I was like, oh yeah, you know, he could be a great friend.
Yeah.
And you know, whether it goes somewhere or not, or if it's intending to, and I think that
Ma'am.
men
Yes.
have a tendency to have an agenda from
They
the
do.
start.
When your husband looked at you, he said, I want her. I want that blonde. I want Goldilocks. I want her, and I want to have her. And if I have to be her friend, I'm going to be her friend, but I want her and all of
You know what? But that's the truth. And I believe that they pull it off that way.
Yes.
Whereas women are maybe somewhat, not necessarily naive, but naive subliminally. Like,
Yes.
okay, you know what?
Yes.
Man, he seemed like a really nice person. And would be okay if it did not go anywhere but friendship. And then the possibility of it going somewhere else. Okay, well, you know,
Right.
I've always believed in personally, that, you know, let's see if we can even be friends, because
Right.
you can't be friends with everybody.
Right.
Yeah, you can.
But I do
agree
believe
with
that. I believe that men they can't.
Right.
But I believe women are more apt to be
Yeah.
able to.
I think we're built different.
Oh,
I
yes.
think men are natural predators.
Yes.
Right?
They are. They're
They
hunters.
are hunters.
They're
Yes.
hunters.
So
Yeah.
that is not to take anything away from them, but our view of the situation is different.
Very.
Okay? And so you believe that women are more capable, though,
Yes.
in a platonic relationship of continuing that than a man.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
so now let's jump to you. What is
Okay.
your thought? What do you think?
So I think the answer is yes.
Ah.
I think the man can have a platonic relationship
Okay.
as long as it's clear, right?
Okay.
As long as it's clear.
As long as it's
Oh,
clear.
okay. So
Okay.
establishing that
It's,
from what point?
yeah, boundaries from the
Yes,
beginning.
got it.
Right? I mean, I'm a flirt. My husband knows I'm a flirt.
Okay, I
Gotcha.
seen it in
He,
action.
you know, you mentioned as far as a hunter,
Yes.
he saw what he wanted and he hunted.
Yes, he did.
Right? So he
Yes.
waited for me to get ready
Yes.
to be received, if you will.
Exactly.
But I also believe that we can have a platonic relationship with a man as long as you have an understanding.
Right.
As long as your husband knows that you're with a partner or your partner. But at the end of the day, when it becomes a fine line of
Yeah.
edgy.
Then.
Yeah, so what? So
Then-
could you
We know
let's talk about that
Listen,
fine
we want to hit a Lifetime movie moment.
Yes. Yes, we do. Everybody
And
wants
that
a
Lifetime movie moment
They
is
want
like-
it.
I had a feeling.
Ooh, the flutters got me. They
Like,
got
what
me.
was that? What was that? I'm feeling some kind of way.
And then
I feel
like,
it.
wait a minute.
We like it. We
So
all
let
like
me challenge you here.
Yes.
Okay, so your man comes home.
Uh-oh.
He tells you, starts bringing up this female's name.
Stop.
Okay,
Yes.
he works.
Yes.
He works. Whether it's his own business, whatever. But you keep hearing this name.
No.
Okay.
Then I
and you
ask-
ask him about
Yes.
it, and he
no
goes,
name.
"Hey,"
And he
she's
shrugs.
She's just a friend.
We're not gonna
Well,
hear that.
right?
We're not gonna
But
hear
if I
nobody.
don't get to meet her,
We're not gonna hear nobody's
if
You
name.
haven't
I
met
have
her.
the chance to meet her
Right.
with all this conversation, then I have a sense that there's
You
something
need to
more.
meet her.
And even if it's
Right.
not, even if it's not he that has
Come
something
on.
for her,
Say it.
It's her.
her that may have
Absolutely.
something, and if
Say
she's
it.
not comfortable with meeting me,
Then that's a
problem.
There's a problem.
Yes.
And if you're not comfortable with her meeting me, you have the problem.
Yes.
Too many problems.
Okay,
Yes.
so
It's a
so
lot of
let's
problems.
establish this. Okay,
Yes.
so
It's a lot.
you hear that? You meet her. You're
Yes.
comfortable with her.
Wait a
She
minute.
has a
Hold
husband.
on. Wait a minute now. Hold on now. Deborah. You went too
We
far.
didn't say
ain't
that there was
talking
no
about
names.
comfort level.
No
So
names.
No names. We didn't talk about
No
comfort
names,
level.
Katrina. No names.
We
We didn't say we was comfortable.
Ain't
with
nobody
it, though.
comfortable around here.
But you've met her.
But Deborah,
Okay.
Deborah, let's
Okay.
just have a real conversation
Yes.
in this space. No woman is going to be comfortable with their husband talking about Sally, Sue.
Okay,
Kim,
so but what's
a whole lot of
Ain't
times.
no woman's going to do that.
What does Sansarrae say that?
But here's what I'm saying though. I have security in who I am.
Yes.
That's number one. And therefore not threatening with him having a conversation with someone else who may be attractive. But the difference is that it's his behavior around them.
Yes.
So you want to observe this.
I'm a very
So what you're
gotta
saying
see it.
is,
I'm like
If
this.
he's like,
we need to be together.
and then it's going to be a problem.
You know,
we can't do all this.
Listen, think about the spatial.
Yes.
Space relationship.
Right.
I get it.
Don't
So-
come over here.
so-
Come here over here
hold
close.
on. So
Don't
this right here.
Don't have your
Don't
shoulder
touch.
on my
Listen,
shoulder.
There's no touch.
Or even like this.
face.
Or shut like this.
What's this
So
breast
wait,
right
so,
here?
so
Don't
wait
have
a
your breast on
minute.
my arm.
Let's back up. So
What's
what
that?
you're saying to me is that you need to observe
Yes.
the two of them
Yes.
behaviors
Yes.
I'm watching
in a
her.
setting before you
And him.
decide whether or not this is
We watching
appropriate.
Listen, I'm watching her approach him.
So you
I'm
know what
watching
that
him.
tells me?
I'm
Sansarrae?
watching the
Yes.
watcher.
Is that instinctively
Yeah.
you think that men and women can't be friends, so you need it proven to you.
well, it's
Okay?
silence.
Because if
It's a
that's
pause,
not
y'all.
natural,
Here's what I'll say. Initially,
It's a
I
pause.
believe you can,
okay, it's possible.
but because of societal issues,
But it's very unlikely.
It's very unlikely.
It's very unlikely, which is why I say that it's very because before or not even having to say I need to meet the person, I can instinctively pick up from him
Yeah.
how the name, how it's introduced,
Come on
how
now.
the name is introduced, how her
frequent,
relationship
how
is
frequent.
introduced.
That
And
part.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you a curse word.
Uh-oh.
Here's a curse
I'm
word.
listening.
We just friends.
We just friends.
That's the curse word right there.
There it is, ladies and
giving it away.
gentlemen. You
Listen,
heard it.
give me-
You
let's
heard
hold
it.
let's hold hands like they did in school and go meet
Yes,
your friends.
yes.
Give me your hand.
We just
we all
friends
going
is the
together
curse. That's the
to
curse
meet
word.
your
We need to
friends.
hear it, okay?
Yeah.
So
That
Michael Cunningham, we spoke to him earlier, okay? You're going to hear that in a previous episode.
Yeah.
But
Tell
Michael
him what he
said
said.
that there's a variance based on the level of attractiveness
Right.
with the woman.
Yes.
Okay.
He said if
So,
he's not attracted
if he's not
to you,
attracted, he's
then
gonna
it's friends.
you know slide
But if
into
he's
that friend
attracted,
zone without a problem.
Yeah.
if he's attracted, there's
Then he's
no
gonna go into his
chance
predator
Yes.
mode,
for
right?
friendship.
Yes.
And I
That's what
felt
he
him
said.
on that.
I
He
believe
meant it.
I
Yeah.
believe that.
I believe it.
if it's Morris Chestnut walking up,
Uh-oh, now where's
Lady,
Morris?
now see-
Wait a minute, is Morris
You
here
just
for the
opened
fact?
one
Is
right
he
there.
here for fashion?
I don't know. Well, you're gonna throw that monkey wrench in the whole program. We didn't change the whole program.
Uh-oh.
We have a
I
lot,
know your
right?
wife is young, but we can. Well,
But
let me
look,
get
when
me
I go
together.
to
need
a
be
Kim
quiet.
concert,
Uh-oh,
I
Kim
forget
coming.
myself. Okay,
What's
Kim
that?
is here to
Yes,
speak.
he is.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
See, we done got way off
Well, see,
path.
okay, it's because and you know that speaks a little bit to how men are so physical.
Yes.
They are.
They're
Visual.
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 They're physical and they're visual.
Yes.
So it's all about, as he said, if he's attractive,
Yep.
if she's an
gonna be a
attractive,
different agenda.
it's going to
Yes.
be a different
It's the
agenda
whole
from the
agenda.
jump
It's
street.
different.
dynamic.
From
Yeah.
jump
From
street.
jump. From jump.
But women, I believe, most can say, you know what, that guy on the visual may
Surface.
not be
Yes.
so, you know what they,
Right.
but you know what, man, he is sexy.
Yes.
There's
You know,
something
man,
about
It's
his
conversation.
Right.
Yes.
posture, his
And
posture.
we'll listen.
I agree.
And we will
Yeah.
listen
It's
for those things.
We
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
Yes,
I
definitely will.
I wrote
Don't
a book.
talk about
I
the
wrote a book
positive.
called Beauty Come Forth. Beauty Come Forth.
Come
Is that on
on.
Amazon?
Where is it?
It is, and I have them as well.
Come on now.
But that
Tell
wasn't
us how to
a
get it.
shameless
No,
plug.
no,
but
no.
I
You
know
got
it.
that. Just tell us how to get it. Tell us how to get it.
Go to myrawallace.com.
Yes.
www.myrawallace.com.
Got
Okay, and I bring that up because prior to me writing the book, because I work in the fashion industry, and I've been in this industry so long, and the fashion and beauty industry is very vain.
It is.
It's all about the visual.
It is.
And working in that, I found that so many women specifically, but even men as well, were very insecure. Although on the outside, it looks good. And so, a friend of mine, I used to do her I would speak at her conference every year. This women's conference. She's like, I want you to come back and talk about, what wear to dress. And I said, we missing it. It's women that are broken out there, and they know how to put it together, but inside they're broken. They're hurt. So prior to writing the book, which was about living fabulous from the inside out, so that it's complete, I interviewed different men, all walks, colors, ages, backgrounds, and I asked them, what do you find attractive? Let's take the physical out. What do you find? How do you find a woman attractive outside of here? And you know what the number one answer was? The number one answer was confidence.
I knew it. I was gonna say self-esteem.
Self-esteem. That was across the board. Yes, it is.
And women, if women understood that to stand within your own right and understand who you are and appreciate yourself, that's going to attract the man that you want.
You're not looking thirsty. You can look across the road. Anyone can. And so in the book I talk about living fabulous, and it's all about internal. Forgive yourself, accept yourself. The fabulous means a different acronym. Forgive, accept, believe, understand, love, organize, unleash, and salute yourself.
Go back to that forgive.
I love
Can
it.
we just talk
Forgive. Number one.
Can we talk about
talk about that a little bit more.
Because we're so hard on ourselves.
Critical. To forgive yourself for making mistakes. Forgive yourself if you've had a divorce. Forgive yourself if you made wrong decisions. Forgive yourself, because if you don't forgive yourself, it's gonna show.
It's
gonna show. You're gonna carry it into the next relationship. You're gonna carry it to work. You're gonna carry it everywhere.
That is so critical. That forgiveness of yourself. We all make mistakes. We easily forgive other people, but we don't forgive ourselves.
We're the hardest.
And we're looking like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh my God, I should have known better. I shouldn't have.
Because once you're able to forgive, then you're able to accept yourself.
Yes, absolutely. We have
who
to
you are,
accept ourselves.
how you look, what your hair color, all that. You're able to accept. We can change it if we want, because that's our, that's our prerogative. Because we can. But accept who you are.
Accept the good, the bad, and the ugly of who we are. Nobody is all good, and nobody is all bad. And we have to accept that of ourselves as much as we're willing to accept that of another person.
And most on Facebook is not true.
Oh my God! Do you know how many times I take a picture before I post it on Facebook? Don't get me in it.
I just got through cursing somebody.
And
I'm sitting there kicking. And they were like, oh, wow, really? Okay.
It's
all good, though. It's all good.
Oh, my God. It's been a wonderful conversation.
I love this. So if you like this, comment below. Please let us know what you think. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. This is awesome.